Hello everybody and welcome back to another Coaster Cheetah video, and in this video I will be taking you on a tour through Fun Town, which is a Planet Coaster park that I have built, and this is actually a challenge mode park, the first challenge mode park that I have ever built in Planet Coaster after owning the game for a couple of years now. And yeah, so I originally just built this park because I was bored and I just wanted to see how challenge mode was, but I did not expect it to become what is now probably my favorite park that I've ever built. And I can say that pretty confidently. I absolutely love this park. I think it's incredible. And yeah, it all started with me just being bored and wanting to create a to see how challenge mode works. And originally, like the path layout, you can see is very weird for this park because I just kept adding on and I didn't know how far I was gonna go with this. So yeah, um, so basically, the storyline for this park is that it was a family-owned park. The reason why it's called Fun Town and it even has like these kind of old-style buildings and stuff like that is because this was like a family-owned park, a small family-owned park that just started operating with a few little rides and shops and stuff. Then it started drawing in large crowds, and later made enough money to start building larger thrill attractions, and then became very popular and basically got super big to the point where it was bought by a large park chain and was able to grow into what it is now. The park features, I believe, 15 roller coasters, many flat rides, shops, facilities, and a hotel. So yeah, I am going to try to move through this pretty quickly because I have to show POVs for all the roller coasters, and I don't want this video to get, like, too long. So yeah, so here we go. Entering Fun Town. You can see it's a smaller, minimalistic entrance, but I do like that. Then you enter in this little thing of the fountain, and this little section, which this whole park's pretty beautiful. I love all the trees and stuff around it. It just makes it feel more like, almost kind of like a Herschend park. I won't be riding any of the flat rides, but you can see them as I pass. Um, and I'm not going to ride this either, this log flume. However, I have Blaze. Oh, and I would also like to mention, all of these rides and stuff are built by me, except there are a few things around. Like, for example, the ride signs are all built by other people in the Frontier Workshop. And signs like this right here, that is built by other people. However, everything else in the park basically is built by me, so I just want to say that, um, dang it, this ride is broken down. Okay. Instead, I'm gonna go on. That is one of the things with challenge mode is I wish you could just turn off like stuff like that, the breakdowns, because they're so annoying. Especially rides break down so often, and it's such a detriment to your park early on when you don't have a lot of rides and one of the rides break down. It's not good, and it happens pretty often. But anyways, we're gonna take a ride on Dystopia, which was actually the first coaster I built here. This is a Gravity Group family wooden roller coaster, and here we go. So yeah, that is Dystopia. Nothing too special here for this coaster, just a decent little family Gravity Group wooden coaster. I've never ridden one of these in real life, but they do look super fun and great family coasters. And now we have Blaze, which is a Gerstlauer infinity coaster, kind of like something like maybe... I mean, I kind of want to say Hang Time, but it's different. And this is kind of like the front gate coaster for the park, and I do like it a lot, so here we go. This coaster just opened back up from a breakdown, so not too sure how popular it's going to be, but I'll try to skip ahead. And I will skip past the lift hill as well, because lift hills go very slow. And there we have it for Blaze. I like this coaster because it's like most of these coasters have a certain job to fulfill, if you will, like wing coaster, wooden coaster, inverted coaster, stuff like that. But this is kind of just a mix of everything, good balance of airtime and inversions, and most of the inversions, besides like this corkscrew here and the final roll, all of the other ones are like fast. I mean, not fast, slow, which deliver a lot of hang time. And yeah, I just love how it goes to the front gate and how these two overlap here. So yeah, just some more. Here's a sky ride, takes you over there. We have this little ride here. And then we will turn this way. Down here, just a lot of shops. And then we hit Scorpion, which is, it formerly was the tallest and fastest ride here. Now it is not that anymore, but it still is a great looking ride. I love this thing, so here we go. Let's take a ride on Scorpion. This is definitely probably one of my favorites at the park. And you can see the rating there. And here we go on Scorpion. And there you have it. There is Scorpion, just a all-around great-looking ride, fast-paced, full of airtime. A great addition to this park. Then you can see kind of tucked back here is the carousel. I think this just looks really nice back here. And this is a very small flat ride to just add in. Now this I will not be going on. This is the Countryside Drive. Just a nice little, like, antique cars type ride that I think fits really well into the park. And next, you can see here, as we keep going down the park, I'll try to keep, like, guest perspective a little bit. We have Poltergeist, which is an Intamin accelerator coaster. Here you can see it flying right into the brakes. Now, like all of the Intamin accelerators, this features an incredibly fast launch. Here, I'll show the stats here. And a rather short layout. But yeah, now, unfortunately, you cannot change, like, you can disable track limits normally in sandbox mode, but you cannot do this here, so there are no inversions on this. And, yeah, so this will kind of be, oh my god, no way, it just broke down. I'll just wait for it, and I'll explain more about the ride. So, basically, I was originally going to feature this more kind of like Storm Runner or Hershey Park, but instead this is kind of like more of an accelerator type layout. I don't really know what else to compare it to. And by accelerator type layout, I just basically mean a lot of twists and turns and stuff. So yeah, you have the basic top hat, you have some banks and stuff. This is kind of a unique element because it's like a double, these trees are blocking my way, like a double twist snap bank thing. Yeah, and I really do like this thing. Oh, and also there are water features when it launches. You kind of just got a glimpse of that, but here it is back at the station. And there you go, that is Poltergeist. Pretty nice little attraction here. It's not one of my favorites in the park, but I do like it, and I'm glad that I was able to fit it in back here. Now next, you can see we keep walking. We have trees all around us, which I really like. Makes it feel like kind of like a, like Jur's Summerland, like kind of park like that. That's heavily wooded. Then we just have some bumper cars here, which bumper cars are not a very popular flat ride, but that's alright. They still look nice. Some of these rides here, I know they don't get a lot of riders, but they still look nice, so I'm keeping them. Now we have Panther, which is an Intamin Blitz coaster. And I know these are mock trains, but honestly, they kind of look like Intamin Blitz trains, and a lot of people use them, so that's what I'm using for this. So here we have Panther, which is a very popular attraction at the park, as you can see. And here we go. And there we go. I did not have a lot of room to make the brake run for this ride, so it was pretty challenging, but I made it work here, and it is fine. I don't try to make my brake run super realistic or anything, but yeah, there's Panther. I really do like this ride also. And now let's turn this way, because we have not gone to this yet. You could see that it goes right over the path here. There would definitely be a strict loose articles policy on Test Pilot here. Keep walking, and this part I'm not going to ride, but I just want to show you because we didn't go this way yet. So here's Waterworks, which is the log flume. Then over here, I really like this. You have Hammer Swing, and this just brings a lot of energy to this area. You can hear it has a audio playing, and I really like how I made this little like pond thing back here. It looks very nice. I really love this Hammer Swing, even though it's not very popular, and it is literally just called Hammer Swing. And here is Test Pilot, which should be going on. This is a B&M family inverted coaster, which I know is not super common, but yeah, here we go for a ride on Test Pilot. And there we go, Test Pilot. A pretty tame coaster. We have some like beyond 90-degree banks here, just like the Vekoma family suspended inverts. But yeah, I just think it looks very nice here. And now let's go this way. So you can see right by the little pond here with Hammer Swing. This is a great view of the swing here. Then we will go this way. And you can see we have Wild Blue here, which is a Gerstlauer Skyfly. And these just look so fun in real life, so I just had to put one in here, and they just look really nice in general. Now let's go this way, which will, you can see there's a coaster over here, all around us. So here is the kitty slash like super family coaster here, Dragon, which is to say Zier, like kitty coaster. They have these at the SeaWorld parks that like Air Grover, Busch Gardens, Tampa, and Grover Super Boxcar Derby, something like that at SeaWorld Orlando. So yeah, let's take a ride on this little coaster here. So yeah, Dragon is without a doubt the tamest coaster at this park, but still, you know, you gotta have your kiddie coaster at the park, so. Now, we will be going to Impulse, which is it's a ride concept that I came up with myself. So, I'm actually going to explain it while I'm on the ride because, yeah, it's taken off. This is a Vekoma boomerang, a launched boomerang shuttle coaster. So it's like a mix of their motorbike launch coasters and their family boomerang coasters. So yeah, I really think this is an awesome idea for a coaster. I mean, it's a motorbike coaster, and I just really love how it sprawls. Its layout literally sprawls throughout the whole thing. And you can kind of see these path sections. So it starts in this section. Over here, it goes in this section. Then over here, this section. I just really love how it travels throughout this whole area. I really love this coaster. Might be my favorite family coaster at this park, honestly. Unless I'm forgetting one. And here you can see is Cloud 9. But before that, I'm going to go over here because we did miss some. We have Valkyrie, which is an Intamin Mega Coaster, and I think that is it, right? Yeah. So we'll go over here. You can see some more signs here. We'll go over here to Valkyrie. And you can see this is the other station for the park's gondolas that we saw over there. Now, while this train is waiting to come back, I will explain this, because you can see it's very interesting. So it features these trains, which are like these Sky Rush trains. However, I wanted them. This is like a next gen Intamin Hyper, and I wanted these to be like the trains on Hyperion at Energylandia. But Planet Coaster does not have that, so this is the closest thing I have to that. However, I wanted to add an Intamin Mega Coaster, but I also have an Intamin Mega Light Coaster, so I needed to make them different. So, to make it unique, I added these, wing trains, and I added a launched lift hill, and then this, like, twisted drop, like something like Expedition GeForce or Conda. So I think it's really cool. I actually love this coaster, and it turned out way better than I thought. You can see this awesome, huge airtime dive loop, similar to on Energylandia. And here it is back on the brake run. So let's take a ride on Valkyrie. This is definitely one of my favorites in the whole park, actually. I'm a huge fan of Intamin, so yeah, that's why there's a lot of Intamins here. And yeah, there is Valkyrie, and yeah, I love this coaster. This is a lot of airtime, but also forces with the airtime dive loop and the uninverting loop here. I just really like it, and I've heard that uninverting loops on coasters, like especially I know there's one on DC Rivals. I've heard it's just outstanding on that, so that is why I incorporated it there as kind of like a signature element for this coaster. And now we have Cloud 9, which is a B&M wing, a launched wing coaster. Kind of similar to, something like Thunderbird or Holiday World, except this has a launch kind of like Pipeline Surf Coaster with the airtime hill launch. And here we go. Wait for people to get on. Might have broken down recently, which is why there's not a lot of people, but... And there's the B&M launched wing coaster, Cloud9. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I love, but I like B&M wing coasters. I think they're very cool and they look awesome visually. And yeah, but there are a lot of them, so, you know, to make it more unique, I added the launch instead of having a standard lift hill. And you'll also see that I love launch coasters, so that's why there's also a lot of launch coasters here. Now real quick, I'll go around this little loop section here. You'll see there's Berserker, which is a GCI wood coaster that goes through the woods over there. And that's the only attraction over here. There's, besides like some shops and stuff, and of course the big like Sequoia Lodge Hotel, which looks very nice over here. And let's go ahead and take a ride on Berserker, which is an awesome coaster. I do really love this coaster here.
Hey, yeah.
And there we have it for Berserker. I really love this coaster. I love it traveling all the way through the woods here. Really reminds me of like a Cedar Fair GCI like Prowler, Mystic Timber, something like that. And I'm absolutely a huge fan of those coasters. So, and now we have another little loop here. You go around by here. There's another path off to the side, which we'll get to later, over here too. But if you keep going, you have some more shops. You have Samurai, which is a mock family spinning coaster. And then you have Nebula, which is a B&M hypercoaster. We'll go on this first. And by the way, this is like, they have reputations, so this is not a good reputation. Reputation, sorry. So that's why it's not very popular right now. And there's Nebula. This is also one of my favorites at the park. I'm a big fan of B&M Hypercruise, and I think this is honestly probably one of the best if it was in real life. And now we just experienced the tallest and fastest coaster in the park, and now to experience one of the shortest and slowest. Now I love doing track view, but since this is a spinning coaster, I'll be doing just standard guest view so that you can actually experience the spinning on the coaster. I wish there was a button you could press to just send the train, because, yeah, hopefully they include that in Planet Coaster 2, but, yeah. So there we go, nothing really special, just a mock family spinning coaster Samurai. And I do think it's a great addition to the park as a family coaster. And by the way, out of the 15 coasters, 5 of them at the park are family coasters. Now we have another little loop here. This one does have a decent amount of rides. So, first off, we have Steel Serpent, which is an RMC hybrid coaster. Very good coaster at this park here. Amazing pacing, definitely one of the best. Then over here you have Valhalla, which is a Gravity Group wooden coaster. There we go. Really a big fan of this one. This is, I think, the newest one at the park, actually, is Valhalla. And then you have this little flat ride here, which, this is an underrated flat ride in my opinion. It looks great when it's actually up, and it's a nice family flat ride. And the thing you'll notice about this park is that I have a lot of family flat rides here, since there's 10 thrill coasters and 5 family. So yeah, I believe out of all the flat rides I have at this park, only 2 of them being the Hammer Swing and where is it? The Gerstlauer Skyfly here are the thrill ones. The rest are just family. So we will take a ride on, I believe these are the last 2 coasters, and then that'll end out the video. So let's take a ride on Steel Serpent. Oh, never mind, it's broken down. We'll go for Valhalla, which is currently, I don't know. Oh, spoilers. Okay, we gotta wait for it to come back, and then we'll go. So yeah, this flat ride just looks amazing. It's very underrated, and I love it. And I've never seen it in real life, though, so. Okie dokie, here we go on Valhalla. Alright, done with Valhalla. This, honestly, I don't know if these were in real life, which one I prefer. It all depends on, I guess, the smoothness. This or Berserk, or the other wooden coaster in the park. Obviously, Dystopia doesn't compare, but, yeah. Now, the final coaster. It's hard to believe that we've already... Are you serious? This is still broken down? Man, okay. Well, probably gonna have to wait a little bit for the train to send, so I'll begin talking about the park. So I'd real quick like to say that where is it over here? I do have a firework display, which I think is pretty cool. Here, I'll actually change it to night right now. I think I can do that. There, and then I'll just the display is really quick, like the thing. Where's the trigger? The sequence. But here we go. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I was in this. Well, that's alright. That's the best part anyway. We did miss the best part. See, yeah, it's very quick even though I skipped part of it. But yeah, it looks really nice at night. That's the reason basically why I have it. But there we go. And now this should be up and running for us to take a ride on the final coaster of the park. That is actually hard to believe that we've already gone through. There's 14 of them, alright. And here we go on Steel Serpent, which might be the best coaster of the park. All depends on which type of coaster you like. And there we go. This coaster has insane pacing and literally just tears through the layout. But yeah, I needed to change the friction so it could pass through this element with a decent speed. But yeah, I think this is arguably one of the best coasters at the park. Also, I forgot to mention Valhalla. I love the like drop how it's not twisted, but it banks, or not banks. It like goes to the right, like Iron Rattler drop. I think it's really cool and just makes the drop better. So guys, that will end up this video. This video, whenever I record Planet Coaster videos, they fly by. Like literally, this video is at what? Let me see. 30, almost 35 minutes, and it feels like 15 maybe. That's crazy. But yeah, we covered all 15 roller coasters, and you got to see some pretty cool things about the park. So, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below what you think of the park, and also comment down below what is your favorite coaster of the park that I showed here, because I'm very interested to see. My favorite, if I had to choose, might be Valkyrie. I might have to choose Valkyrie. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next video, and goodbye.